back to the channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and this is my round 21 Super League tips 2022. Yeah, so another week of the Super League. Going to be a good week, looking at some of the matchups we've got. You know, we're not too far from finals now, actually. You know, there's only a couple of weeks left of the Super League, and yeah, it's been a very quick season, I must say, and it's been a good one, though, I think, in many ways, too. But yes, we are in round 21, and I'm looking forward to all the games ahead. But before I do start, currently on 2,163 subscribers, and the aim is to get to 2,200. That's the next aim for the channel and myself. If I can hopefully get some, you know, support and just some people that are new watching the channel right now to maybe subscribe or consider subscribing, that would be greatly appreciated to me and the channel. But, you know, without further ado, you're only here to really enjoy and see who I'm tipping this week. So just sit back and enjoy the video, and yeah, this is my round 21 tips for 2022. So yeah, let's get into it. So kicking off the first game, it is the Wigan Warriors taking on Hull KR at DW Stadium, home of Wigan, obviously. Yeah, look, this is a pretty tough game because, you know, the Robins have won two straight games and seem to be on track to hopefully, or look, not hopefully, but in a possible, you know, area of getting 3 straight wins. And as for Wigan had a huge loss to Leeds last week. I was surprised that happened, and I don't know how Wigan lost by that much, but yeah, that's unbelievable, really. Look, you know, it's a tough game. I think being back at home for Wigan is going to help them quite a bit, but that doesn't mean that Hull KR won't win. But who am I going to tip? I'm going to tip Wigan. I'm going to take Wigan because it's at home, but, you know, it's a risky one because I don't know how Wigan would respond after a loss like that, but it would have to infuriate them in some way. So I'll go Wigan by 12, I think. I think I'll just get the win here. On to the very next game now. It is Toulouse Olympic versus Hull FC at the home ground of Toulouse at Stade Ernest Walloon. So, yeah, another tough game. I think this can go either way. I really think it can. Looking at the recent form of Toulouse, the home side, they had a loss to Salford last week, but Salford are in good form, so, you know, they can be let off for that one. But before that loss last week, they're on a 3-game winning streak. So, yeah, I mean, they haven't been that bad, actually. They've been pretty competitive, and obviously they're playing for their season, not to get relegated, for a good reason. And as for Hull FC, they're on a 2-game winning streak. I think smashed the week before by Wigan, 60-0, and then last week to Castleford 46-18. Now, Hull FC's confidence would be very low. I understand that. But look, you know, I'm expecting Hull FC to respond some way, but I think because it's at home for Toulouse, and because Toulouse are in better form, I think Toulouse will carry their confidence of being a bit more competitive into this game and win the game. So I'm gonna go Toulouse by 16. Actually, I'm pretty confident they'll have a good win here. On to the third one now. It is on the 29th of July on Friday. Castleford Tigers and the Wakefield Trinity taking on each other at Mender hosts Jungle at Castleford's home ground. Yeah, well, you got to think about how well Castleford has turned their season around. They started the year pretty poorly, but, you know, from their last 6 encounters, they've only lost 1 game. So that's pretty impressive for Castleford, and they have been in really good form, so it's impressive to see how well they've been going. And as for Wakefield, well, they're in a lot of trouble. They have lost 5 games in a row, 5 games in a row. They're unlucky not to beat St. Helens, who they were nearly going to win that, but they actually played all right, and they didn't get the result, unfortunately. But Wakefield showed better signs in that game. But look, who am I going to tip? It's at home. Tigers have been in better form, so I'm going to back them by 10. And yeah, I'll back them by 10. I was tempted to go 13 plus, but I think, you know, it'll be a 1-12 scoreline. On to the fourth game now. It is the Huddersfield Giants taking on the Warrington Wolves at Huddersfield's home ground, being John Smith Stadium. So, look, on the 30th of July, brings a good contest, I reckon. Looking at Huddersfield's recent form, had a tight loss to Catalans last week, which I was surprised about because I didn't expect, you know, them to lose that one. But, yeah, they're on a 2-game losing streak now, Giants. I'm pretty surprised about that. They were killing it before, but now they've got a couple of losses, and, yeah, I didn't expect it. As for the Wire, they're not going too great either. They're on a 2-game losing streak, conceding 60 points in their past 2 games, which isn't great. defensively. And, yeah, I mean, since that win over the Dragons, they haven't really backed up that sort of intensity or form, so it's a bit disappointing, that one. But who am I going to tip? I'll tip Giants only because it's at their home ground, but look, upsets are happening every week, so who knows at this point. But I've got Huddersfield by 12, I reckon. On to the fifth and final game. It is the Catalans Dragons taking the Leeds Rhinos at the home ground of Catalans, being stayed Gilbert Brutus on the 30th of July also. So this is a tough one. This is actually really tough as well because it can literally go either way. Both sides have pulled off upsets like you can actually add in from last week, and both of them are going to go and go at each other and see who gets a win and loss, I suppose. One of them's going to win and one of them's going to lose, so it'll be very interesting to see where this game does go. But looking at Catalans' form, it wasn't good. It hasn't been good, but after that tight win over Huddersfield, the shock win, that's going to give them a lot of confidence, I reckon. As well as Leeds beating Wigan Warriors 42-12. Like, that's unbelievable how they turn up that intensity and that mindset of just playing well, but I guess under no pressure, whereas Wigan were. But it's a tough one. But I'm going to tip Leeds. Here. I think Leeds will get them at France. I mean, I know Catalans are pretty hard to beat at France, but I don't know. Look, there's upsets every week, like I said, and I think Leeds will get them here. So I'm going to go Leeds by 4. And on to the sixth and final game of the weekend. It is Salford Red Devils playing my boys St Helens at the home ground of Salford, being AJ Bell Stadium. So look, this is also very tough. I mean, this could be a potential upset as well, like another ambush like we've seen in the past. You never know. Obviously, it's at AJ Bell. Salford, are in good form, so I definitely give Salford a chance here over Saints. I really do. But look at their form. Well, the Devils are on a 2-game winning streak. They've played very well in beating both Catalans and Toulouse, both the French sides, back to back. And as for Saints, well, pitch perfect nearly. They've been pretty good, but last week was a bit worrying though how they nearly dropped that game. I haven't noticed that Saints aren't scoring much points actually, for whatever reason. So obviously the attack's a little bit down, but look, who am I going to tip? It's tempting to go with Salford, but look, only because I trust my boys, I'm going to go Saints here. Saints by 6 though, Saints by 6. I'm not confident actually this week, but look, Saints usually get the job done, so I'll go with them. But anyway, everyone, that's my Super League Round 21 tips for 2022. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your tips for the weekend down below. Cheers.